Hello everyone, and welcome to Saving Feyce, a Craftic Studios D&D 5e campaign. Things to note as you join us on this adventure. First, this is a heavily homebrewed campaign where we'll bend the rules to suit our story. If it makes a good story, the rule goes out the window. All players are using either homebrew or community-created races, classes, or both, and we'll be revealing those as they're revealed over the course of the story, so as to avoid spoiling anything. We'll be using safety tools at the table. These will be present in the use of safety cards and extensive communications behind the scenes. Our goal is to make our players and our table as safe as possible. So if we suddenly cut stream, please don't be alarmed. We're working things out, and we'll be back shortly. Oh yeah, and we swear. A lot. In the beginning was the age of darkness, then the age of men, and then the age of fire. According to the calendar of the Magisterium de Orleans, there are 5 days left in the year 2167 of the Fourth Age, here on the planet known as Etta. I would warn all who travel her shores. Not everything here is as it seems. Welcome to Saving Feyce, everybody. My name's Justin McGregor. I am your DM and host. Going around the table, we have...
My name is Liz, and I'll be playing Aoife Inkblood, your elven warlock. Every time. All right, Abe, it's all you. Go forth. Do the thing.
Hi, I'm Abe. I'll be playing Mark, your bear-shaped friend, and his accomplice in crime, Frostbite.
Hi, I'm Kayla. I will be playing your half-elf paladin, Diana.
Hi, it's Nikki, and I'll be playing your sassy wine aunt, Nia.
He makes it so easy. I mess it up every time. I don't know how it's possible. What is this?
Because I'm always
episode 11? This is episode 11. 12?
It's literally because Nikki and Nia are the same person.
Same person.
So after 12 episodes, I would know my character's name and what she does. But no.
You get her name right every time. It's just the what she does.
She keeps changing it up. Look, she's
it's a mystery.
She is multitudes.
Aren't we all?
Aren't we all? Usual top of the show business. As always, first, we thank James Games for the class modifier module used to create every character that you have seen in the world of Etta. I can't just say on Saving Feyce now, as we've had still more. I want to thank Chris Sergi, whose music you hear throughout. This quarter, we continue to raise money for RAIN, the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network. RAIN is the largest anti-sexual violence organization in the nation and created the National Sexual Assault Hotline in partnership with more than 1,000 local sexual assault service providers across the country. We have met our goal already, but there is still giveaways to be entered, so every little bit you can give helps and enters you for a chance to be in the next Sean's Garage one-shot set right here in this very world.
Still mad that there's more.
I am so excited that there's more.
Yes. Pure.
I'm muted.
And you've got like 8 days left. So if you can give.
Yep. Every little bit helps. Every little bit counts. And lastly, a decision I have at moments come to regret. I will remind everyone that we are using the plot points mechanic from the back of the DMG. This means that once per character level, any one of my players can insert a plot element into a scene, and then I just get to deal. Yeah. Never once bit me in the back.
Hey, look, I have not used the one we talked about
No, I know. Thank God.
yet.
Yet.
Yet being the operative word in that sentence.
When he really wants to finally break me, not the world, me personally, that's when he does it. And so, on our last episode, the time-honored tradition of the PCs giving the recap passed away. I will need a medicine check for all of the players except Abe to revive our PC recap, and whoever rolls highest does the deed.
Okay.
As the paladin, my medicine.
That means
it's a solid 0.
Hey, Nia, you could always cheat and give your two party members bardic inspiration that they have to use for this check.
They don't. I would never. I would never.
I rolled a 7. Your paladin's not very good at saving.
Note to self: don't let Diana fix me.
3.
I rolled a 16 plus 5, 21.
Get it?
Nice.
The recap lives.
I guess we know who the real healer in the party is. Damn.
Look,
Wait,
I
I'm
have
curious.
a certain set of skills. And also, sometimes.
I'm really good at laying on hands, and that's about it.
Ooh.
Yeah, you are.
Whoa. Oh,
Damn,
wow.
girl.
I'm gonna. Do I have a permanent marker right here? Please continue.
No, you're fine. So, what had happened was, last time we were here, we were escaping a burning city with a bunch of refugees that were also escaping from a burning city. I love you. We get to the ferry area and find out that the ferry's not been running. So after a quick discussion with a young woman and her brother, we realize that there are probably some unwanted guests over in Gibson Ferry. So we fly on over, we find them, we scare them with a big dragon. The Pally and Marge come out a swangin'. It's great. The witch witches them up. It's great. They were not prepared for that at all. And then we see a mega croc, like a mega croc. Swamp dragon. And the witch, our beautiful, wonderful Aoife, sings to it. And it lumbers away. It was beautiful. We get back to Aoife's hut and have some difficulty opening our door because we all forgot how that worked. And but once we figure it out, we get inside and we are just happy to be back in a quiet area until until the door is knocked on again, and we allow Colonel Biloxi to have a little chat with Manticore as we all sit literally not 5 feet away on the other side.
Laughing maniacally.
And then a more somber moment between Petrus and the now paperweight Asa. With
That's
Aoife.
one way to put it. Wow.
Yep. He's just completely iron now. It's fine. It's cool. It's fine. But Aoife is there to offer a comforting hand, and then Marge asks Nia to try to remember what Asa's features are, and Nia is like, "Oh yeah, I'll just have Pod do it." And Pod leaps from Nia's hands and scans Asa, and now is able to shift into a variety of different things, whether or not these are from Asa's memories or other things that Asa himself can turn into. It's hard to really tell, but that happened. And that's all I can remember from my notes.
That pretty well covers it.
Aoife was making coffee.
So Aoife was making coffee.
That's right. No. I completely forgot the best. No, I forgot the best part too. Diana spoke to her goddess and said, "Please lift the lie, the glamour that I had on everybody, that they would not know, that they would take what I said about Landris to heart." And we learned more about the whole Landris situation. That was very important. And then we cut Diana's hair.
And then we cut Diana's hair.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Well, I did.
Frostbite was allowed to cut one piece.
That's all he needs.
Don't say it like that. Yikes. Big old yikes.
Just a good thing she can't see the back.
Oh, no.
Petrus wanders over and mends that part back on. Just we ended with a pleasant little scene, and I'm assuming we hang out and drink and just chat through the night. How do we get up? Where does everyone go? I know several of us don't need to sleep. How do we spend the rest of our evening?
Zipping around the shack, jacked up on coffee.
Zoom.
Zoom.
Yep.
Nia's definitely sitting with Pod at the table and just kind of going over like what can you change into now? So he goes through the boots, the beholder, which is wild.
Be clear.
Again, these
The
are
beholder floats.
yeah, they're
Like when
mini.
yeah.
They're mini.
Mhm.
An image of Asa, and then you watch as he suddenly also turns into a little red dragon, and she's like, "Oh, were you watching that?"
And he'll sit there for a minute and he'll go. And when he sneezes, there's a little gout of flame about twice as long as he is.
No, there was no flame from the dragon.
No, but he became a red dragon.
I know. And he is actually like, "Oh, oh goodness."
Yes, thank you.
Well, she's just like, "That's very impressive."
He kind of straightens up, smiles, and it smiles as best a dragon can. He's kind of a little tail swish, a little neck wiggle.
Yep.
Goodness. Probably would stay up cleaning. It's
Yeah.
been a minute since we've been in the house.
It has been.
It's probably dusty. So quietly, so as not to disturb the ones who are sleeping.
Diana is just knocked out in Aoife's bed, lightly snoring.
Yeah, and Petrus is curled up with Lucy. He pulls out his bedroll and wraps around the pup. And y'all can hear him quietly talking to her in a corner until he passes out. Having hit the swamp shine a little extra hard that night.
Yeah.
So we are up the next morning. For those who don't need to sleep, I guess that's a moot point.
Oh, no, I definitely
But,
slept. Good morning, everybody. It's cold.
Diana would have already been up and at the table.
Yep. Playing the shenanigans, because Frostbite, in his infinite jacked up caffeinated state, would be stomping around on the table, wild shaped into the Mega Croc, but mini. But beforehand, he would have went over to where Nia was and went, Pod, come here, I got an idea. Let's have some fun.
You would see Pod kind of blob and start to ooze across the floor. He's in his natural state. He's just sort of a little gelatinous gray ooze, and he will ooze over and just kind of follow you wherever you're going.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Get him up on the table. Go. Can you turn back into the dragon?
He's a dragon.
Okay.
But he appears to be slightly larger than what you saw him last night.
Wait.
Is my baby
Is
boy
he-
getting big? Is my baby boy growing up?
Are we talking like 6 inches, 8 inches?
That's a solid 6.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so proud. Fuck him up.
Pod, you want to play fight? You can be the dragon. I'll be the crocodile.
Wait. If we're gonna do
I
this,
believe this movie's free on Amazon Prime.
now,
His little paws go up. "Rawr."
Oh
Frostbite.
God.
God, if we're gonna do this, we need to lay down some house rules. No weapons. No magic. It is strength versus strength. First one tackled is the winner, or I'm sorry, is the loser. First one who tackles the other one. I know what I'm talking about. I've done this before.
You know how to arm wrestle. It's fine.
Clomp,
Are we
clomp,
in
clomp.
agreement? Can I get signs of agreement from both of you?
Frostbite would nod his head.
All right. And just puts her hand in the middle of them. I want a fair fight, both of you. And lifts her hand. Go.
Hey, Brolin. Hey, Brolin.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
17.
What?
What's your dex mod?
+3.
All right, you go first.
Nia is asleep, by the way. She would not condone this.
The crocodile.
Oh my goodness.
How did you not know this? Pull this up?
Oh, it's about the same as mine. That's a nat 20, Justin.
Shut the front door.
Would you like a picture?
No.
Yeah.
Yep, a crit's a crit. What you gonna do?
No, that was a bite attack. So
Oh no.
get a grabbing like right around his middle. Just,
Frostbite gentle. Don't hurt him for real.
I'm not trying to hurt him, but
And all you hear is
Because he's got a mouthful of dragons.
No, it's a small baby crook. So it's like,
yeah. So
Like the little.
and Pot is now grappled.
Pod is now grappled. Very good.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, okay. Pod is now airborne. Yep.
What?
So, yeah, exactly right. He was paying attention to what Frostbite did the night before, and so he's airborne and starts slinging in circles. I need you to make a dex check to make sure you can hang on.
I love this.
I'm so proud of my
That's
boy.
a 14.
I'm for disadvantage because he's holding on with his teeth.
Yeah, I think that's fair, actually.
That's a 13.
Okay. Well, Pod only rolled an 11 to throw you. So you're hanging on for dear life, swinging. I'm just imagining the tail of this croc just stuck straight out.
Diana is just like ducking.
Each time. Oh my goodness.
Play, dude.
You brought this on yourself, my man.
So crocodile only has one attack and it's bite.
Womp,
This just
womp.
be bite harder.
Okay. Like you could also. I mean, like they have claws. I'll let you like function as a croc.
Okay.
I mean, the croc's typical move is like death roll. So you've got to be able to get.
Yes. He's currently restrained in my mouth. Can I death roll in the air?
I would like to do a barrel roll, please.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can sling him off course. Go for it or try.
Just use the tail to counter propel and
That's a 15.
he once again rolled an 11. So how we'll do this is you manage to like throw his balance. I guess it's like not like he's used to being a dragon, right?
No.
You manage to throw his balance off part of the he and careens down into the table.
Oh my goodness.
Wish I had a face mask. I don't have a face mask. Hold on.
Wait, can we be a little quieter?
What's
I say, and Pod just looks at you and fire.
What is going on down there?
Nothing. Everything's fine. Go back
oh my
to
god! This is downstairs with the tarp and the
Aoife things.
Okay.
Like blocking the table.
Does a 19 meet your armor class, Abe?
As a crocodile, yes. That
Sweet.
well and truly beats it.
He now has you by the tail, so you're just kind of this Ouroboros of dragon and crocodile.
Wait, I want to go for the death roll into the pin.
Okay, do it. We'll call this opposed strength.
Oh, it's 21.
Describe it for me.
no.
Poor Pod.
So
This is
Frostbite
his
would
first-
like hunker down and then just roll, and it would. Except instead of rolling away from Pod, he would roll towards him,
Mm-hmm.
so that he ends up on top of him and just. and then you see the little tongue go. Mm.
All right, Frostbite. I think you've won.
Pod will just ooze
Oh, Pod, buddy.
Aww.
and kind of scoots over a little bit
Oh, I was
and
still gonna
stands
give
up
you...
and turns into a little Nia.
Oh.
Oh,
And
Yes. Mm.
I like it.
has he seen her make that face in the mirror?
Oh.
And now we all have.
I see that you have you've gotten the sass down. Important.
Frostbite
All right,
would
Frostbite.
come back out of wild shape. I'd go, good job. Good job.
He'll turn into you and mirror it right back at you.
There
Oh
does
my
not need to be
gosh.
two of you.
That could be useful.
No.
No.
But fair is fair. Frostbite, you can have your coffee as you're winning. And sugar stars. And just
Frostbite
offer-
would take the sugar stars and split them between him and Pod.
Oh.
I was gonna give one to Pod because he did a good job.
It's a good job.
Someone say something about coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sugar stars.
How are you this morning?
Sugar stars, really? It's a little early.
It's fine. They deserve them. Do you need help with anything?
I can fly.
No, I think Petrus and I can handle the coffee this morning. We'll take care of it.
Petrus will get it from his spot where he's been carefully watching and wander into the kitchen with you. And Pod, who is currently also Frostbite, flies back over to land by Mia and oozes back into comb form and kind of nestles back in. And for those of you who have you've seen this happen several times, the comb looks a little more ornate and seems to have a couple of extra teeth.
Normal comb teeth, not mimic.
No,
brand
yeah,
teeth.
yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, I know.
No.
Oh my god. And then Neil wakes up having missed all of this.
All of the fun and excitement.
Did you see him? He can fly.
He can do a lot of things.
Says the DM ominously with a giggle.
Wait Hey, Diana. He breathed the fire. Do you think he can cast spells?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about changelings. Maybe eventually?
It's gotta be interesting.
Well, eventually they can turn into like people.
Yeah. But like, I've never seen one that turned into a dragon and breathed fire.
How often do changelings see dragons?
Very, I guess. I don't know.
Or, how often do you find a changeling?
That you know about.
Exactly.
Find one or meet one.
Both?
Both.
Also that you know about?
More often than not.
Anyway.
Fairy. Have to see him in the court.
Good morning. Hi.
Morning.
You're all up and chipper. What did I miss?
Nothing much.
Just making coffee.
Just hanging out with Frostbite.
Little adventure.
Yep. Just discussing what ifs and buts.
Pod's bigger.
Oh, butts. Wonderful. I'm sorry, what?
Pod's bigger.
Dana just puts her hand over Frostbite's face.
And sure enough, he is just a little bit.
Bite you.
Ouch.
I guess that happened in the middle of the night. Yeah. Growth spurts. Yes.
Does Pod?
I wonder.
Yeah.
He ate the sugar star.
Yes.
He,
Oh.
like sort of osmosis. He kind of like oozed over it, and when he oozed on, it was gone.
And that was last night?
Yeah, that was like 10 minutes ago.
Frostbite. Back over his face.
The feeling we missed something.
Miss anything?
Well, I'm just curious if maybe Pod is getting bigger because they're being fed. Maybe, seems logical. It happened to all of us, right? We were fed as children and we got bigger. We grew up. Maybe that's what happens with... I don't know how to take care of children. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Me neither. I don't
Beats
know
me.
how to take care of. But Pod does eat.
He wrestles pretty good too.
Frostbite, we suddenly have so many questions.
Oh,
What? We're just going to start with what?
What?
We played
Something
on the
happened in the middle of the
table.
night?
No, it's like 15 minutes ago.
There might have been a slight
Words?
You're failing me right now.
I
There was
went
a
over.
little
I said,
crocodile and a little dragon, and they fought.
we played.
I refereed. It was fine.
I think he's trying so hard not to go mom voice.
He can fly.
You can. And he can fight pretty well. Considering.
Pretty smart. Lifted me straight up off the table and flew around the room.
And he does take him down. And you are you do have more facets on you. Maybe you'll be a crown one day. Patrick, can you
also
turn?
fire?
Yes, he did that last night when he turned into the small dragon. He could breathe fire. Patrick, can you turn back into the dragon, please?
And he does.
Did I call him Patrick, by the way?
Did.
It's like his full name. That's like mom's
How Pod
That's how he
knows
knows
they're
he's in trouble.
Yes.
Podrick. Durant.
Can you fly?
And he
Can you
And
pick
up he
up
goes.
frostbite?
and he'll fly over, and if Frostbite doesn't stop him, he'll just grab him by the shoulders and up he goes.
Can you drop him?
I can try, but I can fly too.
Wings are proportional, remember?
Well, when he's in a small size, then he can use the wings.
I have a question.
It's very strange.
No, because I do not understand the intricacies of invisibility. If someone is invisible and they touch something else, someone else, does that other something, someone also become invisible? Is it a thing that happens?
I can make other people invisible as well as myself. I have to use more of my magic to do myself and another person or two people invisible at the same time, but it's possible.
I could see something like this being very handy, getting small people into places where they shouldn't be unseen, potentially.
It would probably be better with Frostbite because he is
I don't need to be invisible, and he would turn into a beetle.
You're right. I was overthinking it.
Oh, no,
We're
no.
onto something.
Oh, yeah.
Not a bad idea to have options.
We always have options.
Always have options. And then she picks up Pod and she says, well, you can go back to the hairpin now.
He will. He's a good little pod.
We bring out coffee for everyone.
Except when Mia's asleep, apparently. Then we get away with shenanigans.
He wasn't specifically told not to.
This is very true.
We didn't break any rules. Nobody got hurt. Everybody had fun.
No.
Important part.
It's not like I care or anything. I just would like to know, just in case. I would feel bad if you broke Pod or Pod broke you.
Well, next time I will walk over and wake you up. I'll walk up and go, hey, Nia, and poke you until you wake up.
There were rules. There were no weapons. There was no magic. It was just brute strength against strength. It was fine. They were good. They were in good hands. Mostly.
Mostly. Mm-hmm.
Auntie Diana over here, like, I'm not going to stop the shenanigans, but I'll make sure no one dies.
No, I will encourage chaos.
Yeah. Anyway, drinking coffee. So,
Like to point out very specifically that the coffee is decaffeinated.
Oh.
it's warm though. Thank you for making coffee. So we are going to the Druid
Temple.
tunnels thing.
We need to get those books.
Yeah, we gotta go back to the. What was the name of the burned down building that you said we came up out of?
Oh, PJ's Last Chance.
Yeah, we gotta go back to the ruins of the Last Chance to go down.
Right.
Go in that way instead of backtracking 7 days down the road.
Yep.
And then go see the grandson.
Yes, the Archdruid.
Yes. I haven't got
Get your
that dude's name
candelabra.
down.
And no, you have
Yes.
the candelabra. We need to get the other piece to it.
I do not have the candelabra. I
No,
left
no.
it there.
I have a to-do list, remember?
Yes. Yes, I know.
I'm glad that you were taking notes. That's fantastic. I was not.
I take some notes and they're very
That to-do list.
sporadic.
Tunnels, books, candelabra, Archdruid,
We
library.
need to get the books. Wow, I can't spell apparently. Books, candelabra. We need to get the puck. We need to get the plate.
The
the
puck is the
daylight
plate.
stone and need to explore the secret tunnel.
Right.
Wait, there's a secret tunnel?
The other fork that we never went
Oh, the
to.
other fork. Gotcha.
Mhm.
I'm
Yes.
paraphrasing.
Yep,
You have
yep,
a
yep.
plate, you have a fork.
Secret tunnel.
A candelabra.
I'm just trying to set out the table for breakfast.
That's
It's
right.
fine.
Yes.
I say, while y'all are drinking coffee, Petrus is butchering eggs.
Oh,
Bless the boy, he tries.
sweetheart.
Oh
Mm.
dear.
How did you mess up scramble? Literally.
Frostbite would lift his hands and just produce berries and go, these taste better, and we'll keep you full all day.
Oh, but that's no fun.
This is literally my third time holding a pan. Don't be gentle.
Oh.
Frostbite, no offense.
Holding a
to
pan,
you,
not being one.
But
That's not a slight. It's just a fun play on words.
Frostbite, no offense to you. I'm not going to take anything from you.
That's a fair point.
Petrus sets down a plate of what are probably eggs in front of you.
Um,
Nia
Eat up, it's
just
good protein.
points at it and casts prestidigitation on them. That'll at least make them taste good. Prestidigitation does
It does
flavor
taste-
food.
Yes, you can flavor food, yep.
They taste more eggy now and less burnt.
Well-
they taste like cooked scrambled eggs.
my
Seasoning.
my question was actually going to be: are there any shells in there?
I mean,
One
roll
way-
a percentage
one way
if
to
you want to
find
try
out.
it.
All right, cool. Okay, yeah, I'm down for that.
I believe.
Yeah, let's make this fun. This will be great.
Frostbite would set the berries on a plate and go,
It's a
"They're-
50-50. Unders, yes.
They are freely given if you would like a berry instead." And he's going to pick one up and go sit down next to Marge and eat his berry.
That's a 15.
There's shell.
There's lots of shell, apparently.
Look, this is why this is why we're leaving him here in the hut. He's gonna have ample time to learn how to be a proper house husband and make an omelet.
Aoife, have you discussed that with him?
Yeah, Nia.
What? And she takes a bite of egg and you just see you're like,
Crunch.
yes.
Crunch,
Cannot
crunch.
wait. Cannot wait. Eat a berry. Eat some eggs. Crunch, crunch.
I mean, if that's what y'all want, yeah. I'll wait here.
We just think it's
Yeah.
safer for you here.
You've got Manticore. No one can get in.
Not even us after a week gone.
Apparently.
Apparently.
Okay.
Okay.
He'll go back to the kitchen and he also knows prestidigitation. Snap the dishes clean. And the whole time Lucy's kind of like trailing him. And when he's done,
Picking up the eggs that fell down. Sorry. I was
like she was the other two times he touched a pan and knows this means food.
Yeah.
But yeah, once he's cleaned up, he'll reach down and you can't quite make it out, those of you who speak Sylvan. But when he's done muttering to her, Lucy just walks over and sits right next to Aoife. And Petra smiles and goes and finds a place to sit down. And so, what are we doing?
Oh, first off, I want to go talk to Petrus.
Yeah, what is it?
I know staying here is probably not first choice.
So,
But Lashashran is super close. There are signs leading. If you do need to go out, Nia,
I know how to I know how to follow the wind chimes.
wonderful. Nia, when we were at the artificers, had a scroll and enchanted this. It'll protect your identity when you go out without having to use any magic yourself.
Are you sure you don't need that?
I'm pretty positive. I don't think I need to hide anymore. So
He'll take it from you.
Just keep that safe for me until
Of
we come
course.
back.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You have come to mean a lot to us here. We want to keep you safe. And if that means giving that up, so be it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not sure I have words for how much that means.
You don't have to have words. They're a little difficult sometimes. Just
Sometimes more than others, yeah.
keep being you. She seems to really like you, and that means a lot to me.
Frostbite's gonna shout from the kitchen. Did you teach him how to hide under the tarp yet?
That's next. Yeah, I mean, when in doubt, there's a tarp in the basement. You just gotta lie really flat in a corner and like just adjust it and tuck it in a certain way. It's fine. I'll show you before we leave.
Teaching Petrus how to tuck it. Excellent. Wonderful.
I don't have anything great.
I'm glad you said it because I was like this close. I'm like, no, that's too far. I can't go there. But no.
Don't worry, I'm here.
No,
I can be
it's hard
sassy.
to reach for.
I can be sassy
Right,
and wine on without the wine.
Just hold up all the cards. Right.
Shoot.
Okay. And so, the boy is staying put, and the rest of you are headed out. I'm assuming you gather up your things, get equipped for the day. How are we going? There's cutting right through the absolute heart of the swamp, which would be a direct route. There's the way y'all came in last time, which is due north to Lash Ashran and then turn west. Or you can take open roads all the way there, back out to Gibson Ferry, and around the long way.
We could cut through the swamp on Bugbear. We have someone who knows the swamp, so at least we won't get terribly lost. But whatever lives in the swamp, that Eva likes to remind us that is very dangerous. I
didn't say anything lived in the swamp.
Oh, and nothing lives in the swamp. It's just a swamp is dangerous, period.
You just don't want to go there at night.
Things don't have to be alive to be terrifying.
Just smiles. Doesn't actually say anything. Just
So with that, we could do that.
Mhm.
Or we could take Bugbear, the safe route that we came earlier. What I'm saying is we can ride the flying carpet to get there.
Yes.
Frostbite's going to sit down in the middle of the table before they go, and he's going to pull out this little tiny, it looks like a scrap of paper, and focus on it, and cast Augury. How perilous is the journey directly through the swamp going to be?
Let me be clear about something. You're going right through the middle, or you're going north and over?
Through the middle. That's the first one I'm asking.
Sure. You get a very, very clear vision of that big ass crocodile.
Okay.
Surrounded by blood.
Mm,
Neat.
I don't think going through the middle of the swamp is a good idea. Second use, north cut west. So the route we originally took.
Yep. There's a gentle snowfall. You get visions of the tall cypress trees and the ferns and the brook that's flowing fast enough to have not iced over with just little crystals on the edge. You also get a vision of muddy footprints tinged with blood.
Going north and cutting across like we did originally seems like there may be trouble, but for the most part, it seems peaceful.
I think that would have been my decision anyway. I don't want to take us through the heart of the swamp if we don't have to go that way.
I trust whatever decisions you two decide on.
Hey.
I think that eventually we will have to go to the heart of the swamp, but I don't think that day is today.
No, let's just go around the rib cage, maybe past the kidneys.
Perfect.
Long as we're not going around the ass to get to the elbow.
That's tomorrow's journey.
Such colorful phrasing.
Oh,
he is blue.
make sure to use the oil of slipperiness. That's all.
Mm.
Anyway.
There's oil? Oh, nope.
Just leave it. Just
He has a whole bottle of it, Petrus.
we're not gonna touch that one. So are we ready to go?
Ready.
If you did touch it, it'd slip out of your hands.
Frostbite.
And we're going, and we're we're opening up more manticore, putting out the carpet.
Frostbite would take his seat in Marge. Let's go, big fellow.
And you're on the carpet.
On the carpet. We go.
Aoife, as you're leaving, Lucy's right on your heels.
What you doing?
She wags her tail, and she looks back at Petrus and looks at you, and she's right there with you.
Look up at Petrus. What's she doing?
Can I ask her in Sylvan?
Just doing what I asked. She's a good girl.
I will bring her home to you.
I know. I want to make sure she'd bring you home to me.
My heart. Ooh.
Gosh.
Ooh, that's good serotonin. Mm.
Everybody else's
amazing.
reactions are the bits that get me. My face just turns red, but y'all are just fucking adorable.
It's Marge holding the green card.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, wait. I also have a card for this, though.
That word can get you banned on Twitch. Be careful.
Oh, it can really? Wow.
Yes.
Notes.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah.
Whew. Bugbears in the sky, making our way.
And so, how high are you flying? Are you meaning to be above the treetops? Are you keeping it stealthy?
I don't think we need to go too high.
No. So I guess we are flying. We're flying amongst the tree trunks, not in the actual the canopy, but keeping a low profile. We're not in a rush.
I would like perception checks from everyone, please. We're going to set this at DC 17.
Yeah, 6. I'm driving.
I got an 8.
I love that. Perception 6. I'm driving. That's super good right there.
22 and higher than that.
18.
Oh, okay.
You got to do with the lowest sitting on the
24.
front of it.
Yep.
That's fine.
Marge and Aoife, as you're flying over the swamp, it turns out that part of Marge's augury vision was literal. You can make out animal footprints below you. And just like it was when you were walking back from the Druid Temple, the footprints seem to have squashed down into mud mixed with blood. And against the snow, it's just little shocks of bright red.
Oh my god, is this like Crimson Peak? Sorry, that just suddenly came into my brain.
Like what? I'm sorry.
Crimson Peak, where
Movie.
it literally just as the snow begins to fall, just the red slowly seeps through the snow, and it's a look. It's a look, honey.
Just, in this case, just where animals have walked.
No.
So, deer prints and whatnot that are little punctuations.
Yeah.
You're going to have to do something about this. It's not natural.
What can we do?
The Druid at Five Spires said that there's old stories, but none that he remembered. He thought they were stories and legends. So I'm hoping that there's something in those journals of that we're going to recover that has anything about it. Because if he is indeed an archdruid, the grandson, that means his grandfather was probably also an archdruid of some renown, who would go back several hundred years.
Well, hopefully they can help us figure this out.
I mean, and this is happening considerably further south than you saw it last time.
Yeah, it's creeping.
If there's nothing in the books, we can always go to the library. We've got those tickets. There's other things we need to find out there as well.
I'd like to keep my swamp.
Like the story behind the ghost.
So, the rest of the trip continues much the same. You can kind of cut off the corners so that you don't have to go through Lash Ashram. But you pick up the same trail you were on before. Fresh snow is falling, getting steadily heavier as you go. And before long, you come up on the ruins of PJ's Last Chance. The hole that was opened when you left, you can still see, although snow has fallen into it. And I'm guessing we're going in?
I think so.
Okay. I know it's a few minutes early, but I think we'll go ahead and go to break here, so that when we come back, we are starting back down into the dungeon.
Good call.
Pit.
Into the pit.
Into the darkness.
It's Ollie for us.
We get Ollie before we go.
Yes, the audience gets an Ollie before we go.
Hey.
I'm officially on mom time.
Oh my
Yup.
gosh. That little dragon smooshie is super cute too, though.
You say hi.
Hi.
Hi, kiddo.
Allie.
Oh my
You
god.
say night.
Oh,
Everybody has stuffies except for me. Oh no, I do.
we have a
Well,
stuffy.
everybody has a stuffy.
Nay, nay.
Everybody has a stuffy. Who are you going to pick as your favorite person?
Is it Tyler?
It's the glasses.
Thank you so much, Ollie.
Tyler won the inspiration for tonight.
Yeah, Tyler gets all the
Elliot
inspiration.
deserves it. Honestly.
He does. He does.
Save that for your next one shot, Tyler.
That's right. That's right. Snack Boy is going to get the inspiration.
Unless we burn down Sean's garage in the process.
We never had this point.
Oh.
Hi, Rob.
You can read to
Hi, Rob.
Yeah, I'm going to read to you.
All right.
We're going to go on break now.
Yup. All right. We will see y'all in 15 minutes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
never take yourself too seriously, and never take advice from Romulans, space crystals, or Captain Kirk. Well, that's all for now. We'll see you next week on Muppets Fly Over the Moon. Bye-bye.
Nobody heard nothing.
Hi, and we're back. Or
Wait. Hold, please.
it's a whiplash. Maybe we're not. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I'm welcoming you back for the second time. I think you didn't hear the first one. When last we left our heroes, we were going back into what we have come to call a druid temple, aka the basement of PJ's Last Chance. And so you descend the stairs into a space you've seen before. All of the smashed up furniture, the wall that Marge punched a hole out of.
That's right.
Yes, escaped by force. There's shards of wood everywhere.
Escaped by bugbear turned Kool-Aid man.
That's right.
Or more
Somebody
forced.
made a mess down here.
I wonder who that could have been.
Oh my god.
It wasn't me this time.
No.
I bet it was Neo.
It probably was me.
And so, in case you've forgotten the layout of the place, there is that hallway beyond, and none of it's lit. It's dark as dark can be.
There's no party going on here.
Not anymore.
If you head off down that tunnel, there's a short extension that I believe only Neo went in.
Mhm.
And there is a pirogue crammed into an opening to your
That's
right as you
right.
progress.
That's right. Well, I suppose it's good to know that nothing else has come out this way since we did.
Has anything wandered in since?
Well, they would have
That
had to
would
push
be
the
the
Kiro out of the
question.
way. Right?
That's true. Well, yes. Desmond in general. And not even like necessarily a malicious intent, some small woodsman just randomly going into a hole that he found in the ground, a stray fox, something along those lines. Separate beings, not a hot woodsman or something like that. Sorry, I just realized.
Do you think we should call out to the librarians now that we know what they are?
Sure.
Not a terrible idea.
Sure. It's God damn it! It's still dark down here. he's in the moment like, oh, that's right. It's dark down here. I can't see.
Oh, Jesus.
That wasn't a like, oh yeah, no, I'm secretive about my no, sirens
Wait.
can't see in the dark.
Wait.
I
Wait.
might be able to help.
Sirens can't see in the dark?
No.
This is the Triton thing from Chords of Fate all over.
Yes,
again.
it is.
This is garbage.
It absolutely is. 100%. Now, granted, little sneaky peeky, if anybody does care about the module that I took the siren stats from, you can find it on DM's Guild. I just forgot the name of it. I don't know. If
The
it's,
multiverse or something.
Multiverse.
the multiverse, yeah. There is a like deep sea creature one, but that's like you're like a swamp
Anglerfish,
creature.
basically.
Yeah. That one does give you dark vision, but
You're like a murder mermaid?
the murder mermaid. I mean, that's what a siren is.
Yes.
Technically, anyway.
Murder Mermaid.
I can help with that. And you see, Marge holds out his hand, and a little fire goes. Poof.
Good. I'm glad somebody
And
has
there's bright
something
light
that
within
casts
10 foot.
light.
No, it's fire.
I mean,
Produce
it casts
flame.
light, though.
Yeah, produce flame.
Yeah, love it.
As soon as you do
bright light in
that,
10 foot, dim light in 20.
yep. As soon as the light comes on, there's a growl from up ahead.
Marge growls back.
Oh, jeez.
Pat. You hear little footprints.
Is it
It's your warg from before.
Yay,
Oh.
buddy! Aw.
Wait, you're still here.
And he comes and he sits.
Oh.
And Lucy pops back and hides behind
Oh,
Aoife and is
Oh,
doing one of these.
Yeah.
Marge put it on his head. And then go
Puts
and,
Lucy on his head? What?
No, the flame. So he's got both hands.
oh.
And switches the ward.
You have a
his little
secret
tail is
heart.
thumping on the ground as you're giving him scritches.
And how are you, friend? As he casts Speak of Animals.
I'm doing well. Found a cave for my mate. We're taking over the comfy beds behind me. Whole time, little tails go thump, 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 thump.
Apparently, they've moved into the beds that are over there.
I am so happy for them. Genuinely, I am.
And where's your mate?
She's still asleep back that way. He kind of, he's still scritching, so he doesn't want to move very far. But he's kind of motioning.
You're such a good mate. Letting her sleep in. Bless you.
Gosh.
Hey, Frostbite, can you ask if anyone's disturbed these tunnels since we left?
Has anyone else come in?
No, but I've heard sounds on the other side of your boat. Something's been moving back there.
Does it sound like really big spiders?
No, doesn't smell like spider either.
What does it smell like?
Rot.
Hmm.
Rotten veggies. Like old logs.
We didn't take the dryad with us when we left, did we? Do you think the dryad could have come back?
All that was left was the skeleton. I burned it.
Okay. I mean, I guess my question still stands.
I don't think iron
We
would smell like
don't-
rot, though. It was just an iron skeleton.
Oh, no. There were the two druid corpses.
No. If he's
In the
talking
fridge.
about in the room where the Puro is sealing that room off, the only things that were in there were cultists.
No, I caved that tunnel in.
Mm-hmm.
I guiding bolted the keystone and caused
Right.
that whole tunnel to collapse.
Okay.
Is
So
that which
anything
way
that
he's
was in
pointing,
there-
Justin, or is he pointing back the way the alligator things were?
He's pointing. Okay, so I'm imagining he met you at the T.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
Okay.
little T there. The smell of rot came from not from the bedroom way, but down. I mean, it's not like he can give you exact directions as to where
Right.
he.
Right.
Yeah, it's past the Puro.
Yeah.
So
Because I used the Puro to block behind us.
Right. I mean,
But
from where you're standing, the Puro's all of 5 feet away.
Yeah.
But I know that the room that had the cultist and the whole of
Bad.
slap,
Yeah.
Which you won't even be able to see until you move Puro.
right, the slap chop hole is been
Yes.
collapsed.
Wasn't that before?
So I guess we need to move this and see what's down there.
all right. Well, we're prepared.
I don't have my notes, Justin. What was
Yes.
his name?
Oh God, I don't remember either. I'm sorry. I don't have my notes in front of me.
Yep. Marge looked at him and go, but call him by name.
Yeah.
Go to your room. If anyone other than us comes back up this tunnel, hide. Protect
Okay.
you and your mate.
I'll do what I need to do. And you'll go padding back off into the dark.
So,
We're totally prepared. We are totally prepared for whatever is on the other side of that.
I think the warg had a name, by the way. I definitely wrote that down.
Justin gave me a name. It was
Oh, you?
Oh.
Yes.
I'm because I'm on the road. I don't have my one
Yeah.
note.
So, we're moving the Puro, are we?
Yep. Diana.
Diana's got her greatsword out. Can
Cover
I actually, Marge? Don't move that. Can I do my divine sense and
What
check
does that
for
give you?
undead? Check
Oh, for undead.
Celestials, fiends, undead,
'What's the range?
60 feet.
No, there are no undead within 60 feet.
Within 60 feet. Okay.
Yep, the way you phrased
Okay.
that, though.
All right. Wonderful.
Noted.
Until
Wait.
the end of my next turn, I can sense the type and location if it's not behind total cover.
Undead, fiends, celestials. What was the other?
Consecrated and desecrated.
Oh, the surprising absolutely no one. The space beyond the Puro and slightly to the right is like horrifyingly desecrated.
What?
No
but
way.
You would have expected that. But there's
new.
no nothing new. So
All right, Marge. Is everyone ready?
Where are we going first? Are we trying to are we trying to find the
We're getting the books.
right. Okay. I just wanted to make sure we were going to the
Because I can
office
still use
first.
this to block the tunnel further down still. Like we did originally.
Mm-hmm.
You're muted.
as soon as go ahead.
Oh, there it went. No, I saw mouth move, but no sound.
Okay. You go to move the Puro, and it's a little more difficult than you remember wedging it in there. Like you have to work out a little more. And you finally get it loose. And the first thing you notice is someone or something has gone and dug through the rubble to open that room back up.
Ah, shit.
Oh, dear.
It's not like cleared, it's like badly cleared, but it's enough that you could crawl through the opening at the top and get in there.
Do we want to know what's in there?
Big enough for who to crawl through?
Like
Big enough for
an average
March to crawl
size?
through.
Oh.
Oh no. Hey, remember that invisibility thing we were just discussing?
Hold on. Frostbite's gonna bamf out,
Yep.
and because Faye dark vision.
Mhm.
Do I see anything when I look at the hole? Like, there's not a face up there going, "Gotta eat you."
No.
Frostbite's gonna poke his head in the hole, like zip into the hole, look, zip back out.
Okay. So the layout of this space being what it is, if you'll remember, there's a little L shape. Are you going around the L?
I'm gonna fly in and go up to the roof, and then go to where I can see around.
Okay.
Because, this high by the roof.
Yep.
But you're also a sparkly blue color.
I am not sparkly. I am not I am not a vampire from Twilight.
Touched a nerve. All right.
So around the corner, and the fires obviously have gone out. It is pitch dark in there. What's the range on dark vision for pitch dark?
Feet.
How many?
For pitch dark?
Yeah.
60 would be like light, and then out to 120 would be dim vision.
Okay. So enough to see the length of this room. I just couldn't remember. Yeah. So the room is how you remember it. The table is still there, stained with blood. The dark altar. You still see the the blue light that limbs the portal. What's noticeable in this case is not the presence of something, but the absence. The bodies of the cultists are gone. Although, to follow up on your hand motion, no, Mr. Slapchop is still there. He's kind of fallen out of phase, and so bits of him fall at different times. And every so often his head passes through and it's starting to spin slightly, a little rotational velocity.
That's fine.
Frostbite's going to come back out of the hole.
But the other bodies are gone.
Yeah, Frostbite's going to come back out of the hole. The guy that was in the red is still falling through the hole. It's bad. The rest of the bodies are gone.
Do we remember how many other bodies there were? How many other? What, 3, 4?
4, I think.
Or and then the red one.
Yep. And the red one's still in the hole.
Okay.
Is there any way to tell which direction on which side the hole was dug from?
Yes, everything's coming out.
So someone dug into it?
Yes, the implication would be that somebody from the outside started pulling parts of the stone back.
Okay.
Because all of the extra debris is on the outs. What from your perspective is the outside of the hole?
Okay.
On your guard.
Cast mage armor on myself. Okay, so I mean, as far as we know, the only other creatures here are the librarians, right?
Yes.
And
Because
the warg said that nothing came this way. However, we know there's another entrance. And my Piro was more stuck than I left it.
Proceed with caution? Or do we turn around and go back?
No.
No. Proceed with
came here.
caution.
We came here for a reason.
Then?
Serpent Ender. Found it.
There it is.
What is that? The
Yeah,
dog's name?
Serpent
Orc's name.
Ender is, yeah.
Oh. Okay. I was like, that's terrible.
Yes.
That sounds awful. I don't know. Okay.
So we are proceeding with caution, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
The
wait. I'm sorry. Sorry. This is just. Could I now know Dispel Magic.
Mhm.
Could Nia rolling Arcana make a guess at whether or not she could potentially dispel the magic of the portal? I mean, just like could she?
Yeah, roll for it. We'll call it DC 12.
5. You know what? No wait. I have a reroll. I'm going to use my reroll. Why not? Why not? 6. Yes. Great use of the reroll.
Can I give Nikki my reroll? I feel like this is important.
Okay,
I
so
think what we should do is we should give Nikki some new dice. That's
These are the
what I
Preston
think.
dice.
I think she needs new dice.
So I rolled a 16 earlier. Just really enjoying the role play now.
and I'll say, like, the roll was to see, do you know if you can do it? And the answer is no, you aren't sure. If you still wanted, you're still kind of not sure.
So yeah, she'll pose and she's like, so I can, I think, maybe get rid of that portal now. learned a few new magics, and one of them allows me to be rid of magics that currently exist.
If you're
I don't
doing this,
know.
I'm going with you.
Yes, no, God, no. Don't leave me there by myself.
Oh,
Alright, just making sure.
there's nothing in there.
No, but I don't want her to fall in by accident.
No, but there's no reason
you
for
did?
us to do that, I think is maybe what frostbite means. There's really no need.
No, I mean, if she just wants to go in there and try, then
Oh.
there's nothing in there.
Aoife, this was a portal to the other realms. I don't think it should be left open. If Nia can possibly close it, then
I could try.
So you think if you angled just right, you could escape into a different realm?
possibly.
You
I was
fell
able to
through
get
it.
out into this realm. If I would have tried for a different one, who knows where I would have ended up.
Is Frostbite about to try a thing?
Abe the player wants to. I don't know if Frostbite would be key.
We just lost your audio, buddy. I can read it. I can know those cuss words.
You
Yep.
can read lips,
Also,
though.
pretty sure web captioner might still be picking you up, though. Yep. Yep. There it goes. Oh, gosh. Oh, boy.
Yep. Okay. So Abe the player is tempted. Is Frostbite the character going to do it?
I don't think he's dumb enough to do it.
Thank God.
I mean, we started out with chaos. So if it keeps going in chaos, then so be it.
I mean, realistically, though, I think he's probably the only one who could do it and get away with it, maybe.
I mean, he can fly.
But,
He's not going to fall
yeah.
through the hole.
Yeah, but at the same time, he don't want to get there and get stuck. So, or get there and get eaten by something bigger than this.
Fair enough. Okay.
And who knows what happens when you pop out in a different realm where certain things may not exist.
You're not wrong. So, Nia, talk to me about Dispel Magic.
So,
Wait. Before she attempts this, Diana's taking her rope out and tying it around Nia's waist and just hanging on, just in case.
I think Nia's literally just climbing through the hole, and it's just again being like, "Oh, it's so dirty," and gets to the end of the hole, but doesn't actually get into the room. I think she just stops where the hole opens up, so she can see. Unless the hole
It goes in a weird...
I do have to get out and go down the
Yep.
stupid.
Yep.
Yeah, no, okay, this is how it just. I have to get out. And again, she can't see in the dark. So
Well, she's got Diana as a guide.
Frostbite would climb out of Mars once again, grab the flame off of his head, and flutter in with Nia, holding the flame.
You're my torchbearer. So yeah, she goes and she peeks around. She's not going to go whole into the room because Dispel Magic has a range of 120 feet to cast it. So I choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. And then on a successful check, the spell ends.
Okay. So you are rolling DC 18.
Oof.
8. Wonderful.
Oof, oof, oof.
You've got this, Nia. I have
Don't I have a card for that? I have a card.
God. I'm gonna use the other person. Nice. Hell yeah, that's a dirty 20.
Hell yes.
It is.
There it is.
My girl.
And with the sound I could only describe as puckering. This hole just goes and is gone.
Okay. That's done. Thank you.
Kind of bad.
Didn't know what was going to happen, but there we go.
I mean, do any of us really ever know what's going to happen?
You know usually how some things are supposed to happen. That was that was a let's fuck around and find out, as the kids say.
Well, you did a hell of a job. 10 out of 10 would hold the light again.
Goodness.
Don't aim that at me.
I don't think I could actually dispel you, Frostbite.
I mean,
I can do many things to you, but dispelling you I don't think is possible.
We gotta get a move on.
And we're walking.
We're walking.
and
We're calling
we're
through.
walking.
All right. Yeah. So the path back down to the lake bed is exactly as you remember it. Interestingly, you get to the lake bed and water has started to seep back in. It's still walkable. It's just squishy and wet. Lucy stands and whimpers for a moment at the side of the water. And after a moment, just sort of gives up on the idea and starts out into the water
Lucy.
and eventually
Lucy.
swimming.
Yeah, no.
Lucy.
She'll swim in circles for a minute.
Come back here.
And she's right back where you are.
I pick her up and tuck her underneath, probably my left arm. So,
There we go.
goodness.
And you can feel her, all three of her little tails wagging behind you.
Goodness.
Should have picked her up while she was still in the water and just have that. I love it. Okay.
The magical darkness that had been to your left is no longer there. You can all clearly see the way through.
I don't recall this being here.
I have no memory of this place. Do you mean the room?
The walk
Yeah,
around
yeah,
to
so
the
walk,
office.
yes, yeah, the walk around to the office. There was a corridor
Magical darkness.
that had been magically darkened, and that's no longer the case. You can actually see a little bit of glow, because it's not there was a door there.
Yeah.
It was just an open arch, and
The candelabra was just sitting on the table. So
and you make your way around. It's all water, so if there were tracks of anything, you wouldn't know it. But you come back around to the staircase that leads up to the rise that the little office sits on, and it's exactly as it was before, except there's no rug because you have that.
Yes, I do. Yeah. Nia picks up the candelabra, expecting it to go out as soon as
It does.
picks it up. Great. And then she opens the drawers in the desk. Were they locked?
No.
Did we go through those?
No, you didn't. So you go around the desk, and as soon as you kneel down, like as soon as you bend down to get to the bottom drawer, the candelabra comes back on.
Keep it away from the hair.
Yep. Well, but that's the thing. Is
Oh, that's right. It's magical flame.
It's no heat. It's no like. Yeah, so you're not in danger of.
It's a reflex.
Yeah, you're right.
Frostbite snuffs out the light.
So the drawer is exactly how Pod showed you in miniature. There are some papers in there, look like rough notes. A not nearly so nice quill and ink set as the one that was in the chest. And in the bottom is a little thing that looks like a hockey puck. And on it are two little lights, orange and green. And they're moving in circles around the outer edge.
So strange. Okay.
While she's doing that, Marge is pilfering all of the journals that are on the shelf.
Yep.
Nia just opens up her bag. She's like, just put them in. And she puts the puck in there too.
Yep. So 20 handwritten volumes in all. Are you grabbing like the random botanical treatises and
Every book
he's got? Okay. So there's tons of just random like druidic texts on land restoration and plants and herb lore and land lore and all of these other things.
Would also like to take the notes from the
Oh yeah, the
desk.
notes definitely are.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. You do notice, Eva, as you're grabbing the notes, and Nia, you have noticed this too. Two of them are hand-drawn maps. One of them is almost certainly of this place, because you kind of recognize the shape of the office and where the lake is and all of that. The other one you don't recognize.
Okay. Well, in that case, let's keep out the map that we have for this place now. I think that would be helpful to show us where we haven't been yet.
Yep.
Are there any actual labels on it?
No. There's in the room where you saw the cage and the skeleton, there's a little circle drawn in the middle of the map. And there's a room beyond that. And the edge of the room gets narrower and narrower and narrower, and it comes kind of to a little point. But there's no real detail given there.
Interesting.
We have like
What's the other map?
The other map. Yeah. So if you like take a look at the other one, it's a total of. Let me see.
Does it look like a building map, a topographical map?
No. They're both like rough sketches of what look to be interior spaces. The other one, it has two largish square rooms, one of which has lots of little circles in it. And then if you compare the two maps, you'll notice two things immediately. One is that both of them have small bodies of water. The way he draws water is to have the little wave lines. And so if you realize that he had drawn his little lake there, you realize that this other map also has a little lake on it that's been cross-hatched as if he was trying to scratch it out. And there's a room, or what you take to be a room, at the end of a set of crisscross stairs. And that's the one with lots of little circles in it. But north of that is another little tear-shaped room that appears to come to a point. You keep looking like you're about to ask a question, so I'm not continuing.
While they're looking at that map and kind of trying to, I guess, figure out where that might be, Nia's gonna just pull out her feather pull out that puck, and just sit on the desk. So, we made it into the office, and now we're making our way back towards where we saw the skeleton. Is that right? She's pretty much just like talking like, okay, so what's next on the list as she's casting Identify?
Okay.
On the puck, specifically.
On the puck, yes. I'll give you this.
Oh boy.
The puck is undeniably magical.
Mm-hmm.
It is not of any school you recognize or would know.
Ooh.
Lord.
Yike.
Makes another face just like, huh. Okay.
You get though a flavor off of it.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes, and I use the word taste very, very intentionally. It tastes like the air after a lightning strike.
Ozone.
Yep.
Right.
Do you still have the candelabra out?
Yeah.
Are the maps on a sheet of paper, are they on the same size?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm going to line them up and hold them to the light so that I can see the lines of each of them together to see if they match up at all.
The edge of the water is not a perfect match, but it's darn close. Otherwise, let me think about this for a second. Yeah, no, not at scale. But the edge of the water definitely lines up. Yes, Abe.
With Frostbite's past,
Yes.
knowing maps and such, you said one map it comes down.
Yes.
And they both maps have that. Are there lines in theirs, like, you know how you make a D&D map and you want to show stairs? You have one coming down with wide, and then wide.
It has that feel. It has the feel of a vanishing point.
So this could be
Mark,
And if you-
down.
And if you say that, do you tell Aoife this?
yeah, I'm like, Nia, if you or Aoife, slide it down so that the 2 points touch.
Yep. And as soon as you do that, the water lines match exactly.
Okay. So there's a ramp or a set of stairs.
We won't know until we get there.
But we are on our way.
Is there anything else in here? Any chests or anything that we didn't loot before?
The chest already got pilfered. That was pretty much it. I mean, you could presumably take the chest, I guess.
No.
But no.
I don't think that's necessary. Okay.
The chest when you have a whole house.
I found Pod when he was a key. Did I find him in this room or did I find him in the other room?
He was in
All
that
the
chest.
iron. He was in this chest, in this
He
room.
was in that chest. Yep.
That's right. Okay. This is where I found Pod the first time. He was just a key. I thought he was an item. One of those books might have information about changelings.
Okay.
Maybe,
There's
I'm
a
not
lot
sure.
of reading there.
There is a lot of reading there.
Shall we carry on? Call on for the librarians to see if they're still here. If they will even answer us or acknowledge us. Wait. Justin, would those be considered animals or monstrosities?
They're monstrosities, sir.
Okay.
So they're technically constructs, but
Oh.
if you're going for beast, that's not where we're at.
Shall we?
Let's.
I feel compelled to point out, though, as your DM, that your characters would all know there are other ways to call out.
Yes.
Can we
These are-
just.
These are sentient beings.
Oh, we've seen them before.
Mhm.
Nia
We've sending and message.
message, yeah. So safe sending. Safe sending. It's a big spell. Just message. If they're within message 120 feet. Why do I keep thinking message is only 60 feet? I don't know why.
Oh, it's
Anyway,
a long ways.
yeah. So yeah, Nia reaches out with message. The librarians, are you still within the Druid Temple? We would like to speak with you. I would like to speak to your manager. No, I don't want to say that because I don't want the. What is it?
That's where
The
badness
nomic-
lies.
Yeah. We don't need the BBEG to be joining the party.
Yeah, we don't
so
need the
soon.
Lunomic.
Thank you.
Nope. No, thank you.
The mental voice that comes back
Oh, good.
Oh
is
boy.
is considerably more pleasant than when these things try to speak aloud.
Thank
Oh,
God.
thank God.
Oh, Jesus.
Think this is a temple? That's interesting. Yes,
Did I say temple? I did say temple.
You did.
I did. No, yeah.
we are close,
Yikes.
but hesitant to show ourselves. How can we assist?
What do we need them for exactly? Oh, we want to know what help they need.
What help they need and how they were able to escape the library, since they're not supposed to be able to leave there, according to Petrus.
We don't necessarily need help ourselves, but we want to know what help you required. You asked us of that the last time we were here. We're also very curious how you were able to escape the library in the first place.
Atticus did not ask for help for us. He simply said, "Free us." It is hardest for him to speak. We did not escape the temple. We were a gift from our master to the Iron Ones. About that time, the door to the office
Oh,
fills.
it has a door?
Well,
Oh.
the
I was like, wait a minute.
Wait.
Sorry, I totally threw you off. I'm so
entryway.
sorry.
The entryway to the office fills with the form of one of these things. It's a bit taller than Marge, dripping with mud and water.
Mia cleaned it off.
I was going to say except for its eyes, because crocodile thing, but that's fine. No, we're good. It gets pressed and agitated clean.
Shoot.
If that makes it better or worse.
Yes, this is the one with the nice tan cardigan.
Oh my gosh.
That's definitely for real.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Yes.
We can continue speaking through this spell if it is easiest for you. But Nikki already forgot. They didn't ask for help. They asked for us to free them. Right. So You did not ask for help, but you did ask, Atticus, is he your leader? The one that speaks for you that are down here? Asked for us to free them? For you, I suppose? How do we do that?
And free all of us.
I see.
We four will never rejoin the temple. And it bows its head, and you see the stubs of the antlers.
Mm-hmm.
We have been literally cut off. We will never rejoin the collective. We will never again feel their thoughts in our minds. We will never be able to feel the touch of our God again. We, the four, are as good as dead. But our brothers and sisters, they don't deserve to live the way they live. They should not have to serve that awful God.
Cool.
Are you calling the Lunomic your god?
Yes, he is our creator. He gave us life. He brought our souls back and put them in these bodies.
Souls back from where?
It depends on who you ask. We were all gone. We all were transgressors. And first we died, and then were brought back like this.
Wait, this is all mind messaging, right?
Nia's relaying it.
I was about to say they're just
No, yeah, sorry. I Nikki didn't want to waste time by reiterating it, so
Yes.
just assume that Nia is saying everything that he is saying, but with more like,
problem. So you were gifted to the Iron Court.
You hear its answer in your head. Yes, we were gifts.
From the Lunomic.
We wanted to see if we could be viable hosts. But no. They could not tame or control us. And so they cut us off and used our innate magics for their own ends.
Were you sent here as gifts or somewhere else?
No, they brought us here when they realized we were no longer going to be useful to them.
Where did you originally go?
I believe you call it Nolt Barak. All of you would not see Nikki reaching for the map.
I don't have mine.
Yeah, all of you would know that this is a barren wasteland. The legends say that when the rest of the planet became verdant, after the end of the Age of Fire, Nolt Barak was the only place that didn't come back. Also, Frostbite. That's where you hung out with Marge during the rebuild.
You're right there on the border.
It is a ways away.
Yep. And so,
Did you still have your... Oh, I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
While you were there, did you learn anything that they were planning on doing? Why they were trying to bring the Iron Courts back?
They wanted to be, what was their word? Legitimized. They wanted to be recognized for what they are, or what they believe themselves to be.
They're recognized as monsters, which is what they are, so, goal achieved.
You can see the carapace on the back of it bristle when you use the word monster. And then it smooths back out.
Great.
Oh, will you free our siblings?
To free your siblings, would we have to slay the Lunomic?
You see all of its teeth. You can tell it's trying to grin. That would be ideal, yes. And I think in the end, that would serve your purposes as well as ours.
Yes, if he is working with the iron, that will definitely serve my purposes.
Now, this is just a quandary. You four that are here are cut off, cannot speak to the Lunomic, cannot speak to your brothers and sisters. Are you ostensibly immortal unless slain, then? Or do you have a life expectancy?
We don't know. We always believed that he gave us life, and he sustained us. We have lived for over 100 years like this. We do not know how many more we have.
Wait, you 100 years down here?
Yes. Mostly in hiding.
Frostbite. Diana, maybe you can help me understand something, because I'm thinking about the masquerade and Oberon, and
The antlers.
but the Lunomic was there, and they seemed to be, they didn't seem at odds, and maybe that was just because it was neutral territory, but
Saoirse ordered neutral territory. Most people honestly do follow her words.
It could be that Oberon doesn't know of what the Lunomic is trying to do, what he is supporting. Any Fae who would hear of the rising of the Iron, any Druid who hears such, would not be happy. As the Druid at the school said, the Iron was thought to be a myth. There's been small pockets that have tried numerous times to become legitimized, but they're always destroyed. There are Fae who have embraced steel and iron.
do you think that means that they could be allies of ours if we bring this to them?
It's hard to deal with. Druids, maybe. Anyone in a Fae court, though? That's gonna be nearly impossible. Especially since most of the Fae courts, if they are being deceived, by the Lunomic. They're not going to believe us.
The Druids will not support the iron. They had an entire order dedicated to eradicating it.
Well, lucky for us, we have a druid to go find. So, and
We
now we
started
have
with
more
druids?
information than we had before.
I'm curious as to what his grandfather was up to down here,
Makes two of us.
especially since the former librarians were a gift to the iron. And Marge is going to turn to look at the librarian. Did you serve the wizards that were here? The one who resided here?
He is one of us now.
One of the four?
No. Our God keeps him close as a punishment.
Okay.
Did he try to ally the iron?
No. He didn't know. He had only discovered that they were coming back. You'll find that in his writings. We got that much from his mind before we were cut.
Asking anyone besides who's here, we need to phrase very carefully. Word gets back to the Lunomic that someone knows.
No, these four have been cut off.
I know. But when we start going to ask questions of druids
Yes.
and
Yes.
trying to find people who are willing to side against the Lunomic, we need to be very careful.
Do you know if there is a way for the librarians to, without being cut, to either block or hinder the Lunomic from knowing what they know?
It's not within the range of our magics. But such magics do exist.
I'm sorry. You were traded as shadow and cut from your collective. I hope that we can free the rest of your kind. We will do our best to try.
If we cannot rejoin them in mind, hopefully one day we can rejoin them in body.
Our words, we'll try our hardest.
It's to recede. After bowing to you, and you hear little splishes, and then nothing.
This just got a lot more complicated.
I feel like it always does. Just we started this. Nia has the candelabra and she's walking out of the office. She's like, we need to go down together. Wait. But we started this as a civil service job to deliver Tetris to his school. And now look at us setting cities on fire, trying to kill a god, gonna go speak to a grandson.
Not a god.
It's fine.
A warforged.
Life is funny like
That's right. Excuse me. I forget that the Lunomic is actually a warforged with like a snake-like body.
I could make a really terrible fire joke, but I'm not.
Here, I'll lowball it for you. You're hot, Diana.
Practically melting.
As marshmallows are wont to do.
Oh, we have the books. I do believe there was a daylight stone that you wanted to fetch, Marge Frostbite.
Yeah, above the cave with the skeleton.
Yeah.
Also, that I believe that's the way that we still have yet to investigate.
Yes. I believe we know that the skeleton is actually a vampire. Wild!
Which also, according to the map, looks like it would lead us to wherever that passage is.
Either up or down.
So, shall we?
Crossed off some things off of our to-do list. Let's go
Try not
cross
to-
off more.
Try not to fall on the tiles again this time.
No promises.
we can go very, very slowly. What am I talking about? Get on the carpet. My God.
Oh, genius.
My mother did not name me Grace for a reason.
Not because you were graceful.
That's the
That
joke.
was a Marge joke.
That's the joke.
That's the joke. And so, the rest of the passage is, again, as you recall it. You're able to make your way across the tiled room on Bugbear with absolutely no problem. The tiles were the problem all along.
The tiles were
They
the
needed
problem.
this time.
Really? I thought it was the lack of grace between the party members that was the problem all along.
Rude.
Rude. In the room beyond, where you had fought the goblins and the hobgoblin and met the warg. Again, the only difference is the noticeable lack of bodies.
I don't like that at all.
This time, however,
There's the librarians.
this time, however, you can see evidence that they were drugged in the direction you're going.
Oh, excellent. Is there any mold or moss or anything growing on the walls, Justin?
I mean, it's a cave, sure. There's got to be.
Marge is going to reach out and put his hand into the moss.
Yes.
And Frostbite, through him, is going to
Yes.
cast Speak with Plants.
Oh my goodness.
Yay! By the way, unless anybody wants to, Nia's completely staying on the rug at this point. She's like, sorry. I'm done.
Okay, you have a psychic connection to a plant.
Hello, friend.
Well, hello, Heather.
How is growing going?
It's going good. It's nice and damp and warm.
Bet you enjoy it.
I do.
How's your mitochondria? Still powerhouse?
So the last time I was here,
Yes.
there were three other things that I fought and left laying on the ground.
Yes.
Did you
They
see what
left
carried?
lots of crumbs for my brothers and sisters.
They did. Did you see what carried them off?
Yes, I did.
Can you tell me kind of how it looked to you? Was it big as I am? Was it smaller?
There were three of them. One the size of you. One the size of one of your companions. And one the size of the furry thing.
How did they sound when they spoke? Did they speak?
They didn't speak.
Did they make
But they
noises?
smelled awful.
Like a rotten tree, maybe?
Yes. Very much like that.
Would Frostbite know anything that smells like a rotten tree?
Give me DC 12 nature check.
That is an 11 on the dice. And, 14.
Yep. There's a question you didn't ask. And something clicks into place for you. What he's describing are a form of sentient fungus.
At least we know they're fun guys.
Get out.
Setup. That's the setup right there.
Get
That's
out.
what I needed.
This place was lit at one point because there's full of fun guys.
Oh, goodness.
The audacity.
Leave me and my audacity out of this.
All right.
Mr. Moss, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Would you like me to help you grow a bit more?
That would be lovely.
Druidcraft.
Creeps up the wall a little more. And little sprouts come out. Thank you.
You're welcome. Be well. Grow strong.
And you as well.
I believe there are sentient fungus that have drug off the bodies.
Why?
What do mushrooms do?
Sure. I guess it just seems like an awful lot of work to come in here and find the bodies and then drag them away just so that they can eat them.
Unless they already knew they were here. And taking them back to where they reside. We don't know what was down that other passage.
Well, but we're going to go find out.
Yes, we are.
Neil, were you about to make a point or were you just agreeing? I saw the
We
finger.
are.
We are. Okay. And so back up the path you go. The door is open to the door formerly known as Manticore. Is still open. And you can see in there something has cleaned the floors. The skeleton that was there is gone. But the little portal ring is still there. And as you get closer, it lights up.
Is the fungus that was on the walls and floor still there?
Yes, it is.
The one that we murderated?
Oh, no, that's gone.
That was
Okay.
Yeah, that was an ooze, and it's gone.
Yeah. Okay.
Also still there is your vampire in a cage. However, the light source shining down is considerably dimmer.
Frostbite's gonna pop out.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Or not pop out. He's gonna open the chest and climb out.
Yeah.
Flutter up to where the stone is in the ceiling.
Okay.
Is there anything growing over the stone now?
No, there's not. It's also not a stone.
What is it?
It's a lens. It is a convex lens.
So it is like a
Magnifying
magnifying
glass.
glass.
Yes.
Nice.
Fucking yikes.
Nice.
Frostbite
you can-
hold it up
And you can see through it.
Yeah.
Of course, it's very warped,
Covered
but
by
you
snow.
kind of can get a sense that there's a long tube there, and the top is covered by snow. Yes.
So the party down below is going to see Frostbite sitting there going, I can get this. I can get it.
Would you like assistance?
Hold on. and I'm going to try to get it loose without breaking it.
Okay.
Cast Mage
How
Hand.
how big is it compared to Frostbite?
It's almost as big as he is.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's
Need
like-
to cast
it's
Mage
dinner
Hand.
plate.
It's right.
Yeah.
It's right beneath.
Yeah,
Frostbite.
get there in case. Let's see. How do we do this? Let's call it DC 16 Dex check,
Oh, I'm good at those.
or sleight of hand. Even better, sleight of hand.
Okay, I'll take that one.
Mhm.
That's an 18 on the dice.
Sweet. This thing is threaded and unscrews.
Nice.
Easy
So-
peasy lemon
So
squeezy.
you see Frostbite brace hands and death roll.
Nice.
So the decaffeinated fairy up there starts spinning counterclockwise until this thing comes loose.
Yep.
Oh, just for giggles, give me just a straight dex check.
15?
15. That damn thing is slippery. You
Help.
You start to lose it. You hear a thump, thump. And moments later, Lucy is standing on the ground and has the damn thing in her mouth.
Bless.
Good girl.
It's like a frisbee.
Yes,
So-
exactly right.
Oh my gosh.
Don't scratch it.
Ducks it, lays it on the ground, and backs up.
So I'm assuming the tube running up is about 8 inches in diameter?
You are correct.
Right up the tube.
Yoop.
In which case, you hit the lens on the other end.
Excellent. Same thing.
Okay, but you realize you're not going to be able to get it back down through the tube.
It's not how that works.
It's like physics being what it is.
Wait. Because I do have my give me. Hold on. Yes. My give me, I'm mold earth. Is this tube made of earth?
It's not PVC, that's for sure.
But say they didn't go to Home Depot and buy a damn tube.
Isn't that PVC pipe?
It is some type of earth.
It is. I'll say yes, sure. I'll let you have this.
So
Yes.
mold earth, a channel to guide it down slowly. Because it's a cantrip, so you're going to hear Frostbite going, a little bit of groove, 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 all the way down.
Sheesh.
Used to be Saturday Night Fevering all the way down.
Yes.
Done.
And I don't even have to worry about it until I get to the very bottom.
Yep.
That's usually when people worry about it.
So, and then I'm going to go a little bit of help as I let me know when you're ready and I can get rid of this last bit of dirt and it will come right on out.
Nia just has the mage hand like there.
I mean, technically, you could grab Frostbite the thing and everything and Mage Hand.
Nah. just grab all of it.
Woo, watch the fingers.
Yep. And down you come. Easy enough. This one was a lot more controlled because you weren't spending it as you were coming out. Yeah. So, yeah, pull up 2 convex lenses.
Excellent. Add those to my inventory because sure I can come up with something to use those for.
You'll break
Big
something.
old
I'm
glasses.
absolutely best. Right, yeah, there you go.
into the bag they go. Clean them off real quick.
All right.
What was on the other end besides this?
I'm assuming open air.
Yeah, you came out basically in the woods.
The woods near where we originally went in.
Not too far, too.
It's back by where we originally went in.
Okay.
Wait. Okay. So, I mean, you're just following a cave system underground.
Now,
So-
wait, whoa. There was
What?
some fuckery going on in
Yeah,
this tunnel,
there's some
remember?
weird time
Because
wobbly stuff in there too.
was
No,
going
I
to-
haven't forgotten, and you haven't
Portal.
done the thing that triggered the time problem.
I
So, so no, you are what, 350, 400 yards away from
Where we went
PJ's?
in.
where you went in from PJ's. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're like PJ's is still back that way. Like,
Okay.
I can see a beam.
We haven't done the thing that triggered the fuckery yet.
I think the fuckery was going through the portal.
Yes.
Probably.
That made me sick.
Yep.
I would
Yep.
like to avoid.
That would
Yes.
make sense.
Do we have a reason to go back through there?
No, but it would be pretty interesting to test it, I think.
I mean,
True.
a 5-day shortcut.
But it's not a 5-day shortcut on this end. Going back the other way, potentially.
Right. I mean,
we could lose
like, we could-
time.
We don't know. We could gain time.
It's possible.
Oh, God.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I think we need to go that way.
continuing down this path.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be a hell of a way to go.
Squeeze around the crate.
Yep.
Cage.
Is the vampire bone still in there?
Oh yes.
It doesn't want
and
the
you
bones,
can-
it wants the meat.
yeah, and you
Well,
can
the
see-
bones in the other room were gone.
They were still in the body.
Yeah.
No, they weren't.
There was a skeleton.
Yeah.
There was a skeleton in the.
There was a rather large skeleton in the room where we originally
In the
came
ooze
in,
room.
where I smacked the thing.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh. Right. Maybe it
What?
can't get through the bars.
I don't want it.
Anyway,
I was just thinking, like, do I want a vampire skull for any particular reason? And the answer to that question is no.
However, is there
Because-
is there a door on this cage or any obvious way in?
Yeah, there's a padlock.
Hmm.
Um,
Alternately, can I just reach one of my arms through the bars?
uh,
I want one of its teeth.
and there's numerous ways that could be accomplished. Yes.
I would like to put one of its teeth in my bag of teeth.
Nia mage
Yeah.
hands the skull and slams it down onto the bottom of the cage, breaking its teeth. Just
Beautiful.
That's one way to do it.
Yep.
Great.
There were plenty of ways to accomplish it. Yes, you now have a vampire. You just one? Just the one pointy?
you don't want a
Yep.
pair of pointies?
I think just one is fine.
nice.
Do you want it?
I have
I've
a-
got fangs hanging on my desk. Don't.
I mean,
I mean, don't we all?
No,
Yeah.
I just throw mine away.
Oh,
So yeah. If you continue on, there we go. Vampire pointy. If you continue on, you walk into a room roughly hewn out of the stone. Up ahead, you can see a tunnel leading downward. And indeed, this room itself is sloped slightly downward. The tunnel is lit and backlighting what appears to be a mushroom garden. There are other little plants growing in. Tyler, yeah. Forgive us, friends. We need to cut stream for just 1 minute.
too much water on site.
So, when we left our adventurers, we were walking into a mushroom garden.
Mm-hmm.
There's a very clear path through the middle of it. And beyond a lighted tunnel going down.
And Speak with Plants is still up.
Oh gosh.
Sure.
Hello?
Hello? Sorry.
Hello there. Who are you?
I am Marge.
Hello, Marge.
How big are these mushrooms?
Anywhere from
Mm-hmm.
to
Okay.
Oh.
and quick nature check. You and maybe Aoife, please.
Please. It's already making me real nervous.
16.
This mushroom sounds like
I have horrible flashbacks to another game with mushrooms. I'm very worried about this.
they sound
Sure.
like Stepford Wives mushrooms to me.
I am useless. Don't listen to me.
Okay. Marge, you recognize these as being many different varieties of mundane edible mushrooms and a small clump of psychedelics.
Okay. Any poisonous, toxic, anything like that I can see for him?
Nothing here would kill you.
Okay. Have quite a lovely gathering of friends here.
Thank you. I like our circle very much.
Yes. Have you seen 3 larger fungal creatures come through here?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Our keepers.
And where are they now?
Wherever it is they go. It's not like we keep track of them.
Well, I imagine it would be hard to since you're stuck here.
But it's good soil. I can't complain.
And I believe they brought you 3 gifts earlier, did they not?
They bring us many gifts. Mostly ground up.
When they leave, do they normally come the way I just came, or do they go down?
Last time we saw them, they were going down. That's been... I don't know how to express it. Not long.
Were they carrying anything with them?
Oh, yes. Yes, they were... Well, I wouldn't use carrying. They were dragging. But yes. Lots, actually. More than we've seen in a while. Usually we just get fish bones. But we've been getting much better bones.
I'm glad you could get much better bones to help you grow big and strong.
Us too.
Marge is going to point to the psychedelics and go, would you be offended if I take one of your brothers with me to grow somewhere new?
Of course not. None of our kind ever get to travel.
Would you like to travel?
Sure.
Awesome. Marge is carefully going to scoop up the whichever.
Mhm.
Can
Whichever-
you wiggle so I know which one you are?
A little poof of spores comes down from a clump of what appear to be little shiitake mushrooms.
Oh, cool. Marge is going to go over and scoop some soil with it and put it in one of his pouches
Goodness.
and then go over to where the psychedelics are. Which one of you would like to travel?
They all poof at once.
How many is all?
About a dozen.
all dozen into another pouch.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
We're gonna
Roll
have a
me
mushroom farm
a
in my
Constitution check, please.
Oh
We're
boy.
We're gonna
Marge
have a-
is a construct.
Oh, right. That's just Marge, dude. That's right. Okay, my bad.
We are going to have a mushroom farm in my
Marge.
basement.
Yes.
Marge
Yes.
can't trip balls.
Marge can't trip balls.
Oh my Christ.
God.
Is there an actual physical circle of mushrooms that we can see?
No. But it's only because something has been dragging a path back and forth. You can
Okay.
tell they are attempting to.
Wow.
Just wanted to be sure we weren't actually going to walk through a fairy circle.
Yeah.
You did close.
Yeah.
But no.
Cool.
If someone wasn't keeping the circle broken.
Let the circle be broken.
Okay. So now that you have your trippy mushrooms,
Our mushroom friends.
your little shrimp
Uh,
friends.
Some of them are gonna be
According
eaten.
to the mushrooms, the fungoids drug the bodies down.
Then we go down.
Would I know what these things are actually called so I can quit referring to them as fungoids?
You can call them myconids.
The myconids?
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Mitch McConnell's. Sorry.
Get out. Don't insult
That's-
those fungus like that.
Yeah, he is not a fun guy.
No, it's not.
Bastard.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
And we're walking.
And we're walking.
Yeah.
We're walking.
Indeed.
Yep.
Indeed.
Carefully and cautiously.
Sure. So you're headed down toward the lighted path. Once you get to the opening, you can see that it's actually framed up pretty well. And you're looking down a steep stone staircase. There are reinforced stone walls, buttressed every dozen or so steps. Do you just head down the stairs?
Want to check the traps?
I was
Sure.
going to offer Diana the lead so she could check for traps.
You
She
really
is
want
the
me to check
best
for
at.
traps?
You are the best at finding them, Diana.
The last time I found them, I didn't take any damage. The rest of you did.
I think we
Well,
can
we'll
handle
see
it.
if you take any damage this time. Off you go.
Fine, I'll go first. I am checking for traps, though.
Sure, by all means. Roll me investigation. We'll call it DC 12.
That's a 3.
Aww.
She didn't
Best you
learn her
can
lesson.
Yep,
She didn't
best-
go up with the sword.
Best you can tell. Stairs are fine. Nothing wrong with these stairs.
Right.
Wonderful.
No, it's fine. Let's just go. I'm gonna go.
Right.
I'm going to give her a 10-foot head start, and then I'm going to go behind her,
Sure.
checking for myself.
Okay. Feel free to roll it.
13.
You're convinced the stairs are actually safe.
Okay.
Yeah, I told you. Everything's fine. Trip
So-
over myself.
So Diana is what, 10 feet out?
Yep.
So about halfway down the staircase, you see the source of the light. There are a pair of torches in sconces on the wall. They look fresh. They haven't been burning all that long. And not another 10 feet in front of them. You're going to come to an intersection. Best you can tell, you're coming to a cross where two staircases meet. The one you're on continues down, and then there's another one exactly perpendicular. And where the two staircases meet, there's a landing that looks like polished orange crystal.
I'm not gonna step on that. Do I hear anything?
From where you're at, other than the gentle crackle of torches, no.
It is lit down here.
Yep.
I would like to pull out the map,
Mm-hmm.
kind of get a feel for where we are, see if there's anything drawn on the map that would kind of give us an idea of where we should be headed toward next.
So you've got the cross of the stairs is very clearly there.
Okay.
Ahead of you is where you would come down to where the water is.
Okay.
Up the staircase to your left is a perfectly square room.
Okay.
And down the staircase to your right, so the one that's perpendicular to your current path, leads down to a rectangular room, longer than it is wide, that has all the little circles drawn in it.
Same as the room before, so we can probably safely assume more mushrooms.
Yep.
Okay. Well, do we want to go down to the water, or do we want to go check out this other room that's over here to our left? I don't really know that we need to investigate another room full of mushrooms.
Practically, I believe examining the higher room first would give us the best advantage. That way we don't have to worry about things coming down on us.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
So you're just gonna turn and go up to the left?
Is it possible for us to step around the corner onto the other staircase as opposed to stepping onto this orange crystal?
Okay, sure. Make a dex check.
Nia, can Bugbear float high enough off the crystal to not let us step on it?
Mm-hmm.
That would work too, I suppose.
Yeah. This flying carpet has just been great for getting over things.
Shh, you'll take it from us.
Bugbear is indeed an amazing tool that you have found.
I definitely pilfered it from the office. I didn't make it or anything, but boy, is it come in handy. She says as the candelabra is also like floating next to her, she's just using her mage hand to have it floating by her. It's just
gosh.
like, I'm in the lap of luxury now.
Does the mage hand have the puck and then the candelabra just sitting directly on the puck?
Yep.
Goodness.
And Justin just made notes to himself, destroying Bugbear.
If y'all knew all of the combat encounters y'all have gotten around because of that damn carpet. So you're going to load up on Bugbear.
Yes.
We're just gonna have him float above the orange thing, like 2 steps up.
Oh, yeah. You step on the rug, like put a jacket over a mud pile, like that's
nice.
Higher up so that there's no pressure.
Yep.
I like it. Okay. Give me marching order. Who's going when?
The trap finder will go first.
Perfect.
I'll be in the back.
So you step out onto Bugbear, and are going to turn left up the stairs. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Neat. Rolling anyway.
Yes.
Does a 16 meet your team class?
Oof.
Armor class?
Ma'am.
Nope.
Okay. You feel something wet and slimy slap against your leg.
Ew.
The rest of you see what looked like a crystal floor grow a pseudopod and try to grab Diana and drag her off that carpet. Let's get initiative with 7 minutes to go.
We have 7 minutes. Alrighty.
I knew I didn't want to touch it.
This would be a perfect place to start the next episode, though.
Yep.
Initiative, though.
Rolled initiative and right into the combat.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We haven't had an episode start in combat, so you know.
Yeah. Fine. What's the math on this? Okay.
Oh, you're not gonna be able to see mine probably, but that's a 19.
Those are very pretty dice, though.
Oh,
Oh,
those
there
are
it is.
pretty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
God, those
So.
gorgeous.
That's a 20 for me. But that's a nat 20 for Abe.
I got a 12.
Which would be a
Anna's going
total
last.
of
She's in shock.
23.
Diana, what did you roll?
8.
8.
Do y'all
So
really think this
surprised.
mimic is gonna last that
Frozen.
long?
She's like, what?
I'm
Yeah.
very confused.
Nia had 12.
Oh, I had
Okay.
12. Yes, sorry.
Okay. Yeah. You make a good point. Rather than try to squeeze in combat here, let's go ahead and call it for tonight. As something has attempted to abscond with your paladin.
Tried.
That's where we call it. Hey, she found the trap.
Called it.
The
Or the trap found
finder.
her. Not,
Oh.
Look, I didn't step on it, okay?
No, you did not. No, you did not.
Proud of you.
Tentacles.
Oh, all right.
I heard that.
I didn't. I'll catch it on the VOD. Okay, yeah, right. Thank you, my players, so very, very much. This has been a blast. To everybody who hung out with us in chat, thank you so much. We love you all. I have been Justin McGregor, your DM and host. Going around the table, we have.
I'm Liz, and I have been Aoife, your warlock. Yep.
Write you a little
me.
card. Through.
Yep.
I'm going to do it for myself. It's fine.
Yep.
Abe, take it
So
away.
I'm Abe. I've been March, your bear-shaped friend, and Frostbite, your Zydeco microcroc.
Love it.
And I am Kayla. I have been your trap finding paladin
Oh.
for the upteam's time.
Hi, it's me, Nikki, and I have been your trying to slowly have a floating mansion, Nia, the Siren Bard.
God help us if you learn to cast Liamon's tiny hut. You're just going to be like taking your whole house with you all the time.
You mean learn if it's already sitting in my spell sheet.
Right, there we go.
And then
It
before
lasts
we
8 hours.
head off,
Yes.
thank you, Justin. Thank you,
Of course.
Tyler. Thank you, chat.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Chet. Thank you, Chris.
Thank
yes.
you all.
Yep.
Thank you all so very, very much.
Love you all so
Um,
much.
Indeed. This has been Saving Face. We'll see you next time.
Yep.